Leona here on the Honda stand with username Kate. Hi,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. So
Good.
that's obviously your Instagram name.
Yes.
And you got quite a following because of your, biker life.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I just fell into YouTubing. I initially did it to basically diarise my motorbiking holidays so my parents and my grandma could see. And then I would just like go to work, put a camera on and film my journey. And then people were like, do it on a different bike. I was like, okay, so I did it. And then they were like, no, do it on this bike. And then there was like a bit of a demand. So I just started doing it, talking, and it just took off.
Wow, and now it's your, your whole life now?
Yeah, so in February I went full time. I used to sell motorcycles and I thought, you know what, maybe, things are going well, my subscribers are quite consistently growing, it's a good trajectory. Just be brave, take the plunge, quit the job, and do it full time, and that's what I did.
That's fantastic. And did you have the same approach to becoming a biker in the first place?
Well, I've always kind of grown up around motorcycles. So my dad was, police motorcyclist. He had his own bikes as well. We're just surrounded by him. He used to plonk me on the tank with a sponge as a toddler and clean his bikes for him. There's loads of pictures of me, like, sort of doing that. And I think I just grew up around it so much that when he thought it was safe enough, he would put me on the back, he'd take me to high school, and I'd literally feel like just the baddest child, like getting off the bike. And I was like, this is a good feeling, like I want some of this. So that's kind of what made me want to ride.
What Hondas have you ridden over the years?
So one of my first bikes was a CBR 125 in the Repsol colours. And it was awesome. It just got me on the road and it taught me a lot about, just riding, because obviously you're so new to it at 17 and there's a lot to take in. So I had a bit of a bond with that bike. I loved it. I thought it looked so sporty, so bright. It was just great. And then in later years, I've ridden the CB 1000 Art Black Edition. So that's the one that I took out, did some YouTubing vlogs on, got really good reception. I mean, it just looks stealthy and just like a ninja, and I just love it. So yeah, it's a great bike to ride.
You've chosen this one to sit on for our little chat today. Why this one?
Because this one is new. Like, I've never seen this colour option. Like, I appreciate that it's part of a black edition, but it's a matte jeans blue or something like that.
I love this colour.
And I understand why, because it looks like matte jeans, basically. But I think it's beautiful and it just pops, but like pops in a kind of, it's a black edition, but it's just different. Yeah. And I just really like it. So yeah, I really can't wait to ride this colour option. Like, I'm so excited. First time I've seen it today. Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah.
Now, what would you say to other women who might want to start their biking journey but might be a little bit apprehensive?
Yeah, I feel like women in nature, by nature, we can be a little bit, sort of self-critical, and we put a bit of pressure on ourselves. And sometimes it's hard to start because you don't want to fail. And me personally, when I was learning, I was the slowest learner ever. I'd get so frustrated. I don't pick things up fast. I was a bit of a liability, if I'm honest, on the road. But I persevered. And you just have to persevere and just believe in yourself and get on that bike. And even if you're thinking, do you know what, I'm not picking this up, I don't know if it's for me. If you push past it, and you get to understand the bikes, you get proud of how you ride it. Literally, it just changes everything. And now, like, I just can't imagine my life without bikes. Like, it's just such an integral part of who I am. I just love them.
What is it for you, if you can sum it up in one sentence, about biking that you just love?
Yeah. It is super cliche, I will say this, but it is the freedom.
Okay.
And it's also really therapeutic. Like, I feel like you could have a bad day. You get on your bike, obviously, make sure you're in the right headspace to ride. But as soon as you ride, it's almost like a calm zen takes over. You're focusing on what you've got to do, being safe on the road, riding, flowing, everything, the problems just like literally melt away behind you. And it's just liberating. And I love the fact that you can just hop on it, go anywhere. You can go anywhere in the world, and you got the wind hitting you, you've got the acceleration, it's just mint. It's brilliant.
No, it sounds fantastic.
So good.
Liberating, I think, is the best thing about it, from what you've said.
Definitely.
Okay, well, username Kate, lovely to meet you, and thank you.
Oh, you too, thank you very much. Thanks.